Hello and welcome to the My Wool Mitten podcast. My name is Carrie and I'm coming to you from the middle of the Mitten, Michigan's Lower Peninsula, where I live on a small sheep farm. There's good dog Bailey looking for critters, and this is a pile of fence posts and gate posts that I save over the years and, use them when I need to. I want to put together some new garden beds this year, and so I'm separating out square posts and round posts. And I've told you before, I never throw anything away, and so I have a little collection of these. You'll see here in the rest of the video that the weather quickly changed from this rather spring-like day to some much more wintry weather. So I just wanted to catch up with you a little bit, and I thank you very much for being here. Talk to you soon. Well, hello, everybody. I just wanted to hop on for a minute and say hello and tell you where I've been and what's been going on, and apologize for not keeping up with our sock spin along. And I have just come up from the barn and I have to go back to the barn. Sat down with a cup of coffee and thought I'd record this real quick, and I still have my hood on. And I'm leaving it on because my hair's probably going to be all flyaway. So anyway, I probably look, I don't know what I look like, but anyway, here I am. So anyway, I haven't been keeping up with podcasting. I got sick. I got strep throat, and so had to deal with that for a little while. And once I got over that, pretty much, I lost my voice for a couple of days. Before all of that, my car quit. I had to get my car into the shop and all the things that go along with that. A little while ago now, but just before all of that stuff happened, my kids were in a car accident, a pretty major car accident, except thank God they both walked, my daughter and son-in-law walked away from the accident. And one of those ones where if you saw the vehicle, you wouldn't believe it. But they did, not without some injury, which they're still dealing with. And so I'm trying to help all the ways that I can there, even just for moral support. And I always try to be someone who doesn't think about the what ifs. If you come through something, I don't like to stop and think what if, or not to dwell on it, but you couldn't help but think that. And about 3-4 days after things were kind of, we knew what was going to be going on, as moms sometimes do, right? I kind of had a crash and burn myself. I didn't realize it, but that's what it was. And then after that was when I got sick again. So I haven't been recording. I haven't been even on social media very much. And I haven't been knitting or spinning. Both of my pairs of socks are at the heel. And so maybe I'll finish before Monday. I don't know. Today is the 27th. But a lot of the rest of you have. And it's been really fun seeing your socks, and I appreciate that you guys are hanging in there with me. You know that this is real life and farm life, and that things just get busy. But I didn't want to just not say anything. I've recorded a few things, and I'll probably put them just before this or just after this, just some scenery things from around the farm. And so just to make a little bit of content here for you, I'll put that out, okay? So don't give up on me. I appreciate that you haven't. And we'll try to come back in full swing. Oh, then the other thing is that I was to do the interviews with my two friends, Carrie at Kids and Critters Farm. She finally had some baby goats, and we've been going to film out there. Well, our weather has been just so crazy and so up and down that we haven't, and then I didn't have a car for a while. I hadn't made it out there. And then Emma at the fiber mill, just trying to find a day that we could get over there and do some filming. So today, which is Wednesday, we were all going to meet up this morning, and I was going to record not at the farms, but just the three of us sitting down and talking about our fiber journey. And Emma had a sad thing happen at her farm, and so we didn't do any recording today for that either. So I apologize about that. We will get to it. Um, I want you to meet these two friends of mine, and so we'll get that done. I want to say another reason I hopped on here. I want to say real quickly, if you don't already follow Emma, I mentioned her on Instagram. I think I mentioned here too. She's one of the people that I collaborated with for the sock set, the fiber set, back at the beginning of our sock spin along. She's local to me and has a fiber mill and a fiber farm, and she's starting to hold classes at the mill. And so in April, there is scheduled an advanced spinning techniques class, and it's going to be taught by Carrie, my other friend, who spins all kinds of things. And so it's going to be things like, a little bit of wheel maintenance, like we talk about here, but she's going to talk about different plying techniques, different drafting techniques, spinning thick and thin yarns on purpose, and working with your wheel. So just stepping things up a notch. And it's a full day workshop, 4 hours, I think, plus a lunch break. And that's going to be at Urban Dreams Farm Fiber Mill, and I'll put a link down below. So if you are in mid-Michigan and would be interested in this class, we had a lot of interest in it, and it's going to be a limited number of people so that you can get full attention. The cost of the class, you also are going to get 5 ounces of fiber from our 3 different farms, so for all local to us. So if you are in mid-Michigan, or close enough that you would want to drive and make it a day for a class, you might consider doing that. And like I said, I'll link to Emma's website down below where she has the class listed. Now it's listed for just one day, a Saturday, April 20th, but because of the interest in it, she's added a second date. I don't think she has that on the website yet, but this next Tuesday, April 2nd, for anybody that would want to do a weekday, she opened up a second day for the class. So same class, but just on a different day. And I'm actually going to take the class that day. I just feel like I'd like to go and fine tune some techniques. And I know Carrie is a really good instructor. So if you want to come and take the class on the day that I'm going to be there on Tuesday. But that class is almost full. I think Carrie said a maximum of 6, and I think we have 4 signed up for that. Me and the 3 other people. So you might want to check that out. And you can message Emma if you go to her website, for all the details and sign up for that. So if it's something you're interested in, check that out. So, okay, I've got to get back down to the barn, but I did just want to say hi, tell you how much I appreciate you. And if I owe a few of you some packages, and I am just starting to get those out. I didn't want to send them out while I was sick. I mean, you never know. I didn't want to package something up and send it out. So I left things set till I knew that I was all healed up and feeling better. So yeah, and I think I've messaged everybody who might be waiting on something. So drop me a comment down below and let me know what you're doing, and if you're going to be ready to finish up with the sock. And if you're not, no problem. You can finish it up later this year or come back next year and we'll work on it. So I do really want to do the interviews with my friends, and I want to do a final finish of the sock spin along too. So hopefully I get time and I stay healthy and can do that. So I'm going to end now and get back out and finish up the chores and say that I hope you're doing well. And if I don't talk to you again, if you are a person who celebrates over the Easter weekend, I hope you have a lovely time with family or with yourself, or just staying quiet. And I hope things are going well where you are, as well as they can be, because it's kind of a big bad world out there right now. And so hope you're doing okay. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. Maybe you can hear the the wind and the rain outside. I've hardly used any straw this year because it's been pretty dry, and so it's not cold. The wind is coming sideways and it's cold enough, but I just shut the doors just to keep the rain out for the night and put a fresh bale of straw down. Probably makes me feel better than the sheep. After not showing lambs for quite a while, because she's quite a long and deep-bodied ewe. This is Sky, that's the closest to me. She's really starting to show her lambs, and she's making bag. We're about a month off yet. I hope that Sky has a ewe lamb that can stay in the flock, because she just doesn't have a buddy. Good night, sheep.